Boom, 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 boom. What's good? What's good? What's good, people? So we got to go into this. We got to go in deep. And we got to tell the truth. Y'all know I can't do nothing but tell the truth. And I rock with Shakur Stevenson the long way. You know what I mean? But, right? I rock with Shakur Stevenson a long way. Y'all already know that. The performance last night was lackluster. He knows that performance was lackluster. And everybody keeps asking me, what's the difference? You know? And I was telling people all last night, all up until this morning, here's the difference between Shakur and guys he looked up to. And here's the difference between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. And check out this new thing I got. Y'all go check it out. Sports TV, man. It's being the red. It's being a pretty dope right here. Like that thing. There's a grave difference between Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford. The difference between Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson and Andre Ward and Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, right? There's a difference. Shakur Stevenson is putting himself in a position where he's not pay-per-view worthy yet. Okay, that's just the truth, right? And there's a problem. The problem is that people had a lot of things to say about Devin Haney. People don't understand. Let me explain some things. Shakur Stevenson is right now, he's not confident in taking a punch. Many people right now, we had a lot of people, they jumped on Devin Haney for his fight with Lomachenko, his fight with Jorge Linares, so on and so forth, right? And I got a video coming I'm going to do after this live stream, so y'all tune into that. Joshua Wright, what's up, family? Shakur Stevenson, the difference between him and Devin Haney is he is way too defensive minded. Way too defensive minded. Okay. And I love Shakur Stevenson, but he's way too defensive minded. Way. And I see a lot of people, they were saying, Blue, well, it was due to the injury. He wasn't 100%, so on and so forth. Like Shakur Stevenson said, no fighter is 100% going into the fight. The difference that separates Shakur Stevenson, why Shakur Stevenson is not going to be considered the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. What's going to hold him back? The difference between Shakur Stevenson and Andre Ward. The difference between Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford. The difference between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney right now. The difference between Shakur Stevenson and his idols, Floyd Mayweather. There's a grave difference. I was watching Pro Box this morning, and I shouted out, and I sent a message to Pro Box. I sent them a super chat, so on and so forth. The difference, they compared Shakur Stevenson to that of Floyd Mayweather. And Tim Bradley said that he's comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. And also Sean Porter said that I love that comparison to Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Mayweather. There's a massive difference. And I sent a super chat there. So I'm not telling you guys something I didn't say to those great gentlemen, those three world champions, Sean Porter, Paulie Malignaggi, and Tim Bradley. And a fun fact, I think that Paulie Malignaggi, I definitely feel like Sean Porter is a Hall of Famer. And I think that Paulie Malignaggi is a borderline Hall of Famer. I know a lot of people don't favor Paulie Malignaggi for his point of views on things, but nonetheless, Paulie Malignaggi, he fought anybody, the who's who in the sport of boxing, whether you agree with his takes or not. Nonetheless, back to regularly scheduled programming. So I told them, those great gentlemen, as they said that, they look at Shakur Stevenson like Floyd Mayweather. There's a massive difference between Floyd Mayweather and Shakur Stevenson. Now, I did a short on Shakur Stevenson, comparing Shakur Stevenson's defense to that of Floyd Mayweather, because he's defensively savvy and crafty and skilled like Floyd Mayweather on the defense. He's also offensively skilled as Floyd Mayweather. Remember yesterday, people came in, they said, oh, Shakur Stevenson comparing to Floyd Mayweather. I said, Floyd Mayweather is a completely different athlete. A beautiful day, blessings, Queen. Where you been at? Floyd Mayweather is a completely different type of athlete, okay? And so with that said, you have to take into consideration, there's some things we have to break down, right? Shakur Stevenson, the difference between him and Floyd Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd, at 25, 26 years of age, Floyd Mayweather was super aggressive, uber aggressive, okay? The difference, Floyd Mayweather stopped being aggressive because he injured his hands, both his hands, to the point where he was taking knees in fights and just couldn't keep up that pace. He would not have been able to keep fighting. That's the difference, okay? Right now, now the difference between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. People say Devin Haney is chinny. Life is a Gamble TV. What's up, family? Larry Lopez, Norm Sale was good. Devin Haney is chinny, so on and so forth. Quincy Carter was good. Devin Haney doesn't mind engaging. Shakur Stevenson doesn't trust his chin. Okay. Let me say it to y'all again. Right now, Shakur Stevenson doesn't trust his chin. DJ Drop Top, what's up? Will that strong blessings, Queen. He doesn't trust his chin right now. Right. So he don't want to engage with power punches. I know people said that his hand was injured. His injured left hand had nothing to do with him not completely engaging and the performance he put out last night. That had nothing to do with his hand injury. That had to do with his mindset. Okay, and this is something I would tell Shakur Stevenson. He knows I'm not hating on him. I'm not knocking him. I'm just dropping game on I've been watching boxing before Shakur Stevenson was born. Tilts, what's good? Robert Singleton, Music shown by Music TV. Kurt Jones, what's good? Okay, he's too cautious, right? He has to trust his skill set against a power puncher. He has to trust that his power, he may not have the same power as they do, but he has to trust that his power and his speed and his preciseness is going to make them hesitant. He can see their punches, counter in between, okay? He was moving around way too much, unnecessarily getting out the way, and then not making Edwin De Los Santos pay. You understand? You have to find ways. 3,800 Ernesto, Robert Singleton, DeAndre Green was good. You have to find ways, even if you're injured, to make your opponents pay in those types of situations, and he didn't. Okay, Floyd Mayweather, we saw injured his hands. You understand what I'm saying? But yet we saw Floyd Mayweather find a way to counter you, to make you pay. You had to pay. As Floyd Mayweather always say, you make a mistake, you have to pay. Shakur didn't make Edwin De Los Santos pay. And because of that, that is going to hinder Shakur Stevenson from being a pay-per-view superstar. Okay? I told you guys, the Devin Haney Shakur Stevenson fight was not ready to happen. Y'all didn't understand what I was saying. I said the styles, the contrast of styles, it does not mix. The fans are not going to be happy to see Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney will have to completely sell out in that fight. Now, maybe Shakur Stevenson doesn't respect Devin Haney's power, so he may be more aggressive, right? I thought he graduated from the Nakatilia fight. And so I know people saying, well, he was injured. Well, I saw the same exact performance. And again, Shakur knows I'm not knocking him because I told him before, and I'll tell him again. It has nothing to do with hate or dislike or anything. I love Shakur Stevenson, and he knows this. This is called constructive criticism. Okay. I saw the same exact performance when he fought against Nakatilia, right? That had nothing to do, to my knowledge, his hand wasn't hurt in that fight. and he wasn't sick in that fight. But I saw the same exact performance when he fought Nakatilia that I saw again last night versus Edwin De Los Santos. The common denominator is he was in there with a power puncher, and he did not trust his chin. And people are going to say, well, Devin Haney was in the ring with Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares, again, has 29 knockouts. He is a knockout artist, Jorge Linares. Devin Haney fought Jorge Linares in the pocket the entire time, and he got condemned because he got clipped in the 10 seconds, 10 seconds left in the 10th round with a 5-punch combination, and he let his guard down. One of the punches got through, and Devin Haney got buzzed, and he was on noodle legs. And everybody condemned Devin Haney for taking that chance. That's what he did. He took a chance. He stood in the pocket with a power puncher in Edwin De Los Santos. With Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares dropped Vasyl Lomachenko with that straight left hand. He dropped Lomachenko. Okay. So what I'm telling you guys is that this is a pattern. Okay. And the pattern is that when Shakur Stevenson is in there with a power puncher, he don't trust the process. That's what ultimately it boils down to. The difference between Shakur Stevenson, his idols, like he said, and I'm just reiterating what he said last night. His idols is Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, and Andre Ward. They all were there supporting Shakur Stevenson. He apologized to them. And the difference is between them. I'm going to give the difference between them and himself. Okay, now I know Shakur Stevenson recently put up the video of Terrence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather being booed in their fights. Floyd Mayweather was booed in his fight against Carlos Baldomir, and Terrence Crawford was booed in another fight. I forgot what fight it was. And Shakur Stevenson put up that clip of them being booed, and he said, you boo the greats, include me in with the greats, so on and so forth. The difference is that Terrence Crawford, and again, it's growing pains. I believe it's just growing pains on the part of Shakur, and I think he learned move forward. I feel like he learned move forward. Shakur Stevenson is going to learn from this move forward. That you not going to Terrence Crawford. When Terrence fought against Spence, and Terrence Crawford, I'm going to give you a more fight. Okay, more a fight more important that you guys understand to this fight of Shakur Stevenson with Alessandro Nakatilia. When Terrence fought Prescott short notice, okay, when Terrence fought Brett Scott on notice, Brett Prescott is a knockout artist in similar mode that of Edwin De Los Santos and Jorge Linares. Okay, when Terrence Crawford fought Brett Prescott, okay, Terrence Crawford, he made Brett Prescott pay. He was defensive minded. He was slick. He was avoiding the power, but he made Brett Prescott pay in the pocket. He made him pay. Okay. And that drew thousands of people in interest to Terrence Crawford. People was like, man, who was this dude? He looked like Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker, they make you pay in the pocket. You understand? He didn't make Edwin De Los Santos pay because he wasn't confident in being able to absorb the punches coming back from Edwin De Los Santos, people. The speed of De Los Santos and the power of De Los Santos made him uncomfortable mentally. So he just simply didn't trust the process. It's easier for me to say it because I'm watching on the TV. It's just like when you watch a football game on the TV and you can say, man, throw it to this guy, throw it to that guy. Why the quarterback didn't do this? Well, the quarterback got all these hands. It looks different from the quarterback from me being coaching it from this angle. You understand? And so that's the difference. That's what happened with Shakur last night. You understand? When he go back and watch that film, he's going to kick himself in the butt. And it has nothing to do with, again, him being not feeling well and him being injured. Yeah, he didn't let the left hand go. I got a video coming about that after this. Yes, he didn't let his left hand go. but that's not the end all be all. It is a mindset. It was the mindset of Shakur Stevenson last night to be defensive minded first. Period. Okay, Life is a Gamble TV, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He says Shakur is quick like Floyd in getting out of the way and avoiding punches, but not as quick as Floyd in being able to counter and then move out the way. And yes, he is as quick as Floyd in being able to counter and move out the way. He don't trust that he can counter like Floyd Mayweather and get out the way. See, here's the difference. Floyd Mayweather tested his chin very early in his career, and he convinced himself, oh, I could take a punch. Extremely early in his career. Floyd Mayweather test his chin, his own chin, in fights, like the Manuel Augustus fight and things like that. And he convinced himself, oh, I could take a punch. So I could stand here and fire off right here in the pocket. You see what I'm saying? Life is a Gamble TV. Floyd Mayweather understood early in his career, Shakur is not willing to take that gamble. Like Devin Haney found out early in his career, oh, I could take a punch from Lomachenko, from Jorge Linares. He had wobble legs, he had noodle legs, but he didn't go down. Linares dropped Lomachenko straight on the chin, and Lomachenko sat down. He buzzed Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't go down. You understand? So Devin Haney understands that I can stand here. I can take a punch if I need to. So I can stand here and fight with you and clip you. So you saw the Lomachenko fight. Lomachenko is not a big power puncher like Edwin De Los Santos, but Lomachenko has respectable power and is fast and is crafty. And Devin Haney was standing in the pocket. Why? Because he trusts that he can take the punch that he don't see. Shakur don't trust that he can take the punch that he don't see right now. So he escapes, but he don't escape against guys like Edwin De Los Santos and Nakatilia to make them pay. He escapes to get out the way. There's the difference. Andre Ward, one of my best, my great, there's a segment when Andre Ward, he caught the punch with the hand, eyes never blinked. He did this with Kovalev. He did this with fighters, Arthur Abraham, big punches. Hence the reason why Andre Ward got dropped by Sergey Kovalev, because he trusts the process in the pocket. Andre Ward got clipped with a punch he didn't see by Sergey Kovalev because he trusts the process and he stayed in the pocket, and he made a mistake, a split second too long, and Kovalev landed the punch and dropped Andre Ward. But Andre Ward didn't get on a bicycle and say, you're not going to hit me anymore, and just can avoid him. No, he continued to make Kovalev miss in the phone booth and make him pay in the phone booth. That's where the difference lies. Right? Understanding and trusting. Terrence Crawford Terrence Crawford understood early in his career from the Gamboa fight. Right? From these fights early in Terrence Crawford's career. Or I could take a punch. And you see the maturation process of Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, because you see it in Devin Haney now. You're going to see it in Devin Haney even more against Regis Prograis. You see it in Tank Davis. Once Tank Davis understood, I could take punches, right? Now they become almost impossible to beat because they can make you miss in the phone booth, but they're going to make you pay. You make a mistake, you have to pay. When Errol Spence made mistakes in the phone booth, in the pocket, I told you guys so many times that Terrence Crawford is different than everybody else Errol Spence paid. They made Errol Spence pay, but they wasn't skilled enough, had the power enough and the talent to make Errol Spence hesitant, right? To completely the deterrent spray. And what Errol Spence is, the worst thing with Errol Spence is that he understood early in his career when he took that punch from Emmanuel Latte, I could take this punch in the pocket. The difference is Errol Spence is not as twitchy as they are, right? But Errol Spence understands I could take this punch right in the pocket. And he stands there. He stands there with Ugas, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, right? He stands there. He make you miss and he makes you pay. But what Errol Spence, the problem with Errol Spence is that he also gets hit as well because he's not as twitchy. He don't have the cat-like reflexes that they have. He just don't have that. So At times, it looks like he's waiting for the receipt. Errol Spence, he's waiting too long. He's waiting for the receipt. Tyana Scott, the queen in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. She said Shakur be talking too much and not walking enough to have much out. Shakur be talking too much and not walking enough to have such low output of punches like last night, in my opinion. Needs to be battle tested. Agreed, Queen. Agreed. And Queen, he has to trust the process. Trust the process, bro. If I'm training, and Wally Mosey and his team, they great trainers. Who am I? But if I'm training Shakur Stevenson, this is what I'm gonna tell him, bro. Trust the process. Wally was telling him, give him the banana. The banana. I know people was making fun of what Wally was telling him about the banana, but the banana is a hook. It's a short hook. You know how a banana shape pause. He's talking about deliver the punch like that on the inside. He wasn't willing to do that because the moment he felt, like Tim Bradley said, the moment he felt Edwin De Los Santos punches on his gloves or wherever he felt it, he made up in his mind, like Jamel Charlo did with Canelo, you're not going to hit me with that. The difference is Shakur is more twitchy than Jamel Charlo, so he can jab you. His jab is better. His fundamentals are better. He's just faster. He's a better twitchy athlete in the boxing ring. And so he was able to jab his way, get out of punches, jab his way, jab, jab, jab. And Canelo is a better fighter than Edwin De Los Santos. That's the difference. That's the difference. But you guys continue to ask me, why do I think that Devin Haney can beat Shakur? Why do I think these are 50-50 fights? Because Devin Haney has extremely long arms. He's as twitchy as Shakur. He's fast as Shakur, fast hands, but he's taller, he's more rangy, and he has fundamentals that can match Shakur Stevenson. So Shakur Stevenson is not going to be able to dodge those punches like he did last night with Devin Haney against Edwin De Los Santos. He's not going to be able to do that. Now, he'll be able to. You saw how he was able to avoid Edwin De Los Santos. He can avoid Tank Davis like that all night. And Tank Davis is even shorter arms than Edwin De Los Santos. And he's a southpaw. He can avoid Tank Davis like that all night and use his jab like that against Tank all night. Now, I don't know if they're going to give him the decision against Tank like that. If that was Tank last night, I don't know if they're going to give Shakur the decision because it's such a high-profile fight, and Tank is such a high-profile athlete. And if you don't engage and you use that style with just a jab, they're not going to give you the nod. They're just simply not. You understand? You have to, in order for Shakur Stevenson, Floyd Mayweather, I watched Andre Ward's entire career, Terrence Crawford's entire career, and Floyd Mayweather's entire career. I'm old enough to say that. I watched their entire career. Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker's entire career. I'm old enough to say that. Right? I understand these. I watched James Toney's entire career. Roy Jones' entire career. From start to finish, I watched their entire career. So I'm qualified because I'm not a casual. I grew up around the sport of boxing. I grew up in the sport of boxing. I just didn't choose the sport of boxing as my profession. So, yeah, no, I didn't box, but I know the sport of boxing. And I watched these guys' entire career. And the reason I highlight them is because he has traits of those guys. And the difference is between them is that they understood very early. They got tested with their chin and they said, I could trust the process. Pernell Whitaker got dropped multiple times in his career. Go back and do the homework. Do your research. He got sat down a few times. But guess what? Pernell Whitaker stayed in the pocket with you. In the pocket. Floyd Mayweather hands, and nobody's hands is more than Floyd Mayweather. You Floyd Mayweather when he Canelo Wild in the pocket. He stayed in the pocket. Able to stay directly in the pocket. Canelo Wild's hands was already ruined at the point in time. 36 going 37. He trusts the process. It's going to come with growth. But this, I tell you guys, I told you, when you guys screaming Haney to Shakur, and I told you that fight is ready to happen. Ready to happen. No, Blue, that fight is ready to happen because of the styles. You need Tank Davis involved in one against Devin, and especially against Shakur, because Devin is going to, Devin has enough respectable power that Shakur is going to respect it. And he's going to use a lot of movement. It's going to be a high speed. No, it's not even going to be a high speed. It's going to be a slow speed chess match. And people are going to boo. Devin's going to be aggressive. And that's going to force him out of his comfort zone to box, because he's going to have to be aggressive, because Shakur is going to be moving. Shakur is not ready mentally yet for those levels of fights. And not that I'm not saying he's weak-minded. I'm saying mentally he's not ready for those fights, because he's not preparing himself to go to war. He's preparing himself to stay out of harm's way. And that's the difference. Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward, they have the mentality that Tim Bradley, they prepared themselves to go to war before they stepped in the ring. Now, they wasn't trying to get hit, and they were elusive, but they already had the mentality, if need be, this is what it's going to be. If Devin Haney has that mentality, you saw in those rounds with Lomachenko in the end of the fight. If need be, you saw that with Tank Davis, right? If need be, right? Shakur he didn't flip that switch yet. He hasn't flipped that switch yet. The switch that he's using right now is still on cautious mode. It's hit and not get hit, but he's not making you pay. And I thought he flipped the switch, hence the reason why I picked him to stop Edwin De Los Santos, because I thought that he was going to use Edwin De Los Santos' aggression against him, and he didn't. He didn't use his aggression against him, and it had nothing to do with his injured hand. It had nothing to do with it. The reason why Shakur Stevenson, yes, I'm sure his hand was injured. But the reason why Shakur Stevenson is telling the world that it had nothing to do with the injury, or he didn't, because he know it wasn't nothing to do with his hand. It was his mentality. He thought going into this fight, there's sometimes as an athlete, you sell yourself, okay, I got past a certain point in my career. I got over that hump. So after the Nakatillion fight, when he stayed in the pocket against Jamel Herring, and he stood in the pocket against Oscar Valdez, and he stood in the pocket against Yoshino, and he had the performances that he had, he thought and convinced himself that he got over that hump. And then when he got in the ring with Edwin De Los Santos, who was just seemed to have a different type of man strength than him, and whenever he felt the power, he went right back into that mode. And that's why he says, don't give me credit for this fight. That's why he's not saying using the hand as an excuse. That's why, because he understands that it was a mentality. It wasn't an injury. As to why he knows that he has to go back to the drawing board, and he has to prepare himself in a different mental space to understand, I got to trust the process. Trust the process. Fit for life, my brother Doc in the building, in super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. We have to be honest. You cannot say you are going to destroy an opponent and then start voguing. I swear the music from Breaking was about to start. Right. And that's the thing, right? Like I said, Abu Wartier was good. That's why I was saying, Fit. In his mind, he had convinced himself after the Nakatani fight, after Yoshino, Oscar Valdez, and the Jamel Herring fight, he convinced himself. You know, I played football at a high level, and I remember I used to tell myself, okay, I used to have trouble with post routes when I played corner, right? When I played corner, I had trouble with post routes, and when I played middle linebacker, I used to have trouble with sweeps. Anything coming in the A, B, and C gap was all mine. But when you went to that D gap on the outside and the sweep, my brother, Kaz, shouts out to my brother, my best friend. He used to be like, bro, you see it, move your feet. I could see the play, but just couldn't move my feet, right? And there was times where I would have minor success against certain running backs. And guess what? I would convince myself at that point in time, oh, I got over that hump. And then when I got in there with an elite running back or a very quick running back, and they hit the sweep, once again, no, I realized my mentality wasn't to move when he moved. And then guess what I start doing? I start cheating. And I'm not meaning as cheating as performance enhancer or anything. I would cheat over there to give myself an advantage, a head start. So when the sweep come, then I can already be halfway there or a quarter of the way there. And then they would start running in the A gaps because I'm cheating to that C, or I'm moving too far over. And now because I'm not confident that I can catch that sweep and that pitch when I see it. And now they come in the A gap and I'm coming downhill with authority. But guess what? Now they're getting 3 and 4 yards because I'm putting myself out of position because I'm not confident. I'm a very good, great middle linebacker and a very good corner, right? Corners, I had issue when I lost all the weight and got down to playing corner, right? If you had a regular slant, that's mines. If you try to run it out on me, that's mines. If you try to run a comeback on me, that's mines. But you run a post on me, and I could see you running the post, I had no confidence in myself that when you broke at the top of your route, that I can continue to run with you. So guess what I would do? When I had a receiver on me, now any other receiver, I would be in their face because I'm confident you're not going to run a comeback, you're not going to run it out, and you're not going to run a slant on me. That's just not going to happen. You're not going to run it in. Too big, too strong, my arms too long, feet too quick. But when you start evening out with me or stacking me and then break at the top of the route for a post, and once you break at the top of the route, my reaction time at that top of the route, when you start to break on that post, I'm finished. I'm finito. And it's mental. It's mental. So guess what I started doing? I started giving 6-yard cushions facing in, 7-yard cushions facing in to give myself a head start. Or I would step inside the receiver, right? I would play inside, the inside technique. That way, if you tried to run a post on me, I'm already on the inside. So when I run with you on the straight before you go to break at the top of your route, I'm already on the inside. So when you break on the inside of your route, you're going to have to push me to come inside, and I'm already in position. So, but now what I'm doing is giving up outs. I'm giving up slants. I'm giving up comebacks because I'm so far off. So because I'm not confident in that portion, in that part of my abilities. And that's what Shakur Stevenson does. He'll make you miss in a phone booth, but he gets himself out of position he don't want to counter. He putting himself in a safe space, safe house. I'm safe here. I make you miss here, but you can't make me pay, but I can't make you pay. You understand? Now I get back on my stick, use my jab a couple of times, single up my punches. I'm not going to throw more than 2 punches, because if I throw more than 2 punches, I can't escape like I want to. And you're in position to put me in harm's way. That's the difference. Fit for life, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. I'd rather Shakur be emailed the title than watch what we saw last night. Shakur has to be thankful. Edwin did not go Marcus El Chino Madonna on him, as he should. But that's what it's going to take, right? It's going to take you to be Marcos Madonna. You're going to need that type of athletic ability, right? But that type of aggression to be able to beat Shakur Stevenson. But the problem is that I fear for Shakur Stevenson is that somebody will be able to do it. And then what? And then what? See, the difference, again, like I said, the difference between Shakur Stevenson and the difference between Devin Haney is that Devin Haney is confident now that he can take a punch. So for everybody that was complaining about Devin Haney having noodle legs and Devin Haney not being able to take a punch, well, guess what Devin Haney is? He's confident that he can fight in that pocket. He's confident that he can take the punch. He's confident that, in his abilities. He trusts the process. D'Angelo Clark, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Crawford crucified Jamel Charlo for not letting his hands go, but you give Shakur a pass for running. There's a difference between defense and running. Exactly. We knew that Terrence Crawford said it in so many words. He said that this was a bad performance. It was a bad performance. He said that Shakur had a bad performance. He's not going. That's his little brother. That's his kinfolk. He ain't gonna go. Scorch earth on Shakur Stevenson. Now not in public. Now maybe in private. In private, he may let Shakur Stevenson have it in private and tell Shakur Stevenson, bro, what is you doing? You understand what I'm saying? But publicly, he's not going to do that. Publicly, he'll do that to Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo means absolutely nothing to him. Nothing. Jamel Charlo is nothing to him. No kin to him. He means nothing to him, and he actually wants to beat him. He wants to fight him. You understand? It's a difference in mentality, with Jamel Charlo than it is with Shakur Stevenson. He's going to give Shakur Stevenson the necessary passion, private, understand, and lesson. He's going to teach him a lesson. Understand? He wasn't, but he didn't. He wasn't delusional either. You understand? Terrence didn't. He wasn't delusional. You understand? Terrence was like was a bad performance. He told you, and he world the bad performance, and he said everybody has these performances. He said this is a bad performance. Everybody has these performances. Now he got to go back to the drawing board. He got to clean it up. On to the next. So that was Terrence Crawford letting you know that he wasn't in agreement with this performance. That was Terrence Crawford letting you know that this was a bad performance. Period. He let you know this was a bad performance. Now he got to go get it back. He got to rectify that. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. So we know that Terrence Crawford when you went in on Jamel Charlo, he ain't gonna do that with Shakur Stevenson. That's his little brother, as he should not. As he should not. You understand? Jamel Charlo is his rival. Shakur is his little brother. You understand? You talk to your little brother, you discipline him in private. You don't do that in public eye. No. Now your op around the corner, it is what it is. You understand? Period. Fit for life, my brother in super chat. Edwin was bigger and faster than him, and he got shook. Edwin was physically more imposing for sure, coach, and he was equally as fast. And again, like I said, Antonio Bone Beats was good. His that athletic. That's why I said, coach, he wasn't trusting the process. When he felt the power with the speed and the athletic ability of Edwin De Los Santos, he didn't trust the process. He said to himself, all right, no, I can't get hit with that. Fit for life, my brother, coach, back in the super chat. True, but the strong safety should help you. Yeah, so he realized that Edwin De Los Santos can do something Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez, and these fighters couldn't do, which was counter him and hurt him with their hand speed. He can stay in front of him. He can meet him and match him with that hand speed. And he has more power. And he's slick and he's crafty. And there's a punch he possibly could slip in that I don't see. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay cautious. And he was just way too overly cautious. Because the opening, again, like I said, when he go back and watch the film and go back and watch the fight again, he going to kick himself. All the openings he saw, that was there and was available, he didn't take advantage of, he's going to regret that. Because this is a stain in the sport of boxing that's never going to go away. He's going to have to go on a 2-3 punch knockout streak for people to erase this loss. I mean, this performance, because he had this same exact performance against Nakatilia. So you can tell the world as much as you want that your hand was hurting, you didn't feel good. But the common denominator here is you was in there with another big puncher again, and your performance was exactly identical because you did not want to engage. That's not the case when Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward. Did you see Andre Ward rematch with Sergey Kovalev? He was even more aggressive than he was the first fight. He was aggressive with Arthur Abraham, Mikhail Kessler, Carl Froch. These are power punchers, knockout artists. You step to the power puncher. You don't step away from the power puncher. You step inside his power. You don't step away from his power. You want to smother his power. You don't want to be at the end of his punches. You want to smother it. You want to step inside of it. And Shakur completely was staying not outside, but out of range, but out of his own range. And then when he was in range, he chose not to let his hands go. I've been chiefing Deuce 3, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. What we all saw last night is a man who was scared to get hit, period. Arms, shoulders, body, face. He didn't land 10 punches in any round. Yeah, he didn't land double-digit punches. That's is telling. The whole fight, and again, let me say this too. Ring Rivals, my brother A-Side, my brother, my co-host in the building in the super chat. He said Crawford went in on Devin after Loma. Did he? I didn't see Crawford going on Devin. I thought Crawford said that Devin won. He said that was a good performance. He said the fight could have went either way. He expected Devin to blow him out, but Crawford didn't go in on Devin Haney. I don't remember Crawford going in on him. If I did, if he did, I didn't see it. I don't remember Crawford going in on Devin. I know he did. He's been picking Shakur. Unknown, what's up, family? But did he? And Petsy was good. Gabe Cardenas was good. New York City, the Don Booking was good. Esco was good. I didn't see it. I didn't see him go in on him. I've been chiefing Deuce 3, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Shakur doesn't even deserve a fight with Tank or Haney after that. Who wants to chase a man around for 12 rounds? Exactly same thing Isaac Cruz said about Shakur is because he was going to just run. There it is. Jones 810. What's up, family? That's why I'm saying I've been chiefing 2-3. He's not going to be pay-per-view worthy. He's not pay-per-view worthy. Because again, like I said, and I'm gonna say this again, and I meant to message this to Shakur, but I'm gonna tell you guys, and I don't listen. I'm an elder. I'm twice Shakur Stevenson age, man, and I love the young brother, and I want to see him successful. And I'm gonna tell you guys the same thing I tell him. He's apologizing to Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather. He's apologizing. No, the people you need to apologize is the people that pay your bills, your fans. Don't dismiss the people booing because you had a bad performance and you know you had a bad performance. You have to acknowledge those people. Right then and there, when those people was booing you, he should have took the mic and said, listen, I know you guys is upset at this performance. I apologize for this performance. I will make sure in my next performance that I perform. This is the entertainment business. You live the lifestyle and get the $2 million checks and can live the lifestyle and feed your family because the fans stacked into the T-Mobile. The fans tuned into TV. Not Terrence Crawford, not Andre Ward, not Floyd Mayweather. They don't pay your bills. The fans pay your bills. The people booing, you don't dismiss the people booing, champ. You don't dismiss them. They are the ones that pay the bills. You don't dismiss them because you angry that they're booing you and acknowledge the people that you view as being your idols and apologize to them because they showed up and you didn't have a bad performance. Well, guess what? Terrence Crawford didn't pay to walk in that arena. Andre Ward didn't pay to walk in that arena. Floyd Mayweather didn't pay to walk in that arena. Young champ. They didn't pay to walk in the arena. Those people booing, they paid their 9-to-5 hard-earned money to walk into that arena to see you perform, and that's how you got paid from them. So you don't dismiss them, you acknowledge them. Black Jesus SP, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. If Tank can't get a magic Edwin versus Tank be good, that will be a good fight. Tank will give him NyQuil, and Shakur gonna have everybody ready to fight, and he gonna KO the next. I hope so. I truly, sincerely hope so. D'Angelo Clark, brother, back in the super chat. Respect, Blue. Great breakdown. Much love. Much love to you, King. You understand what I'm saying? You don't dismiss them. Gabe Cardenas, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said he needs to start sparring some big dogs to get the confidence up against heavy hitters. But he does. He does. But again, when you got headgear on, you got big gloves on, it feels different. Castor Troy was good. Esco was good. It feels different. Chuck P. Seville was good. And the same thing is not on the line. Desi Sanchez was good. Donald Favors was good. Quincy Carter was good. Stranger was good. Reese Buckner was good. Duncan Penderhughes, my brother, was good. Fight to Prove My Love, what's up? Pugila Shiznan was good. Jessica Glenn was good. That's what I'm saying. Jose Ayala was good. You have to apologize to the fans, great brother. No. Don't dismiss the fans because you are angry that the fans booed. They supposed to boo. Sylvester Anderson, what's up, family? If you go to the movies and you don't get your money's worth when you go to the movie theater, you are going to boo. Sakari, what's up? P Dog 3000, what's good? You're going to boo. You're going to be upset because you just spent your hard-earned money. Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward, they didn't pay to walk in that arena. Now, they may have paid to get to the arena, meaning Terrence Crawford flew there, Andre Ward flew there. Floyd Mayweather lives in Vegas, but no telling where he was at, right? So they might have paid to get to the arena, but they didn't pay to walk in that arena. You best believe Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, and Terrence Crawford didn't pay $1 to walk in that arena. My brother Bish, B Megastar in the building. What's up, family? Esco, Hulk now, what's up? You understand what I'm saying? So the people, side soldiers, Tazaria, what's up, family? What's up, Tazaria? Right? Dez, what's good? The people that you have to acknowledge and apologize to is the fans, great brother, not those fighters, because you wanted to impress them. No. Capricorn's very own, what's good? The people that you're not there to impress them. You are there to impress the fans. They the ones. That's why Tank gets the big money, because he impressed the fans. He ain't impressing Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he impresses Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, and all these fighters alongside. Tank Davis understand, I'm here to impress the crowd. The crowd is gonna pay money. They cut the check. 21-15. What's up? Curtis is good. Crowd, the people, the fans, they check, bro. Let me give you an example. Let me give you another example of what I'm trying to tell you guys. Right? I play 49ers and I play quarterback. Who you think I'm trying to impress more? The owner of the team or my teammates? Hood Rich 410, what's up, family? Who you think I'm trying to impress? My teammates, the other players, my peers, or the owner of the team? Tone Capone, what's good? A. Abaman, what's good? Lawrence Lye, what's good? Roja, what's good? I'm trying to impress the owners. I'll impress my peers later on. Mosquito was good, but I'm trying to impress the owners. The fans of the owners in boxing. Ray Spacer, what's up? The fans of the owners in boxing. The owners in the sport of boxing is the fans. I've been Chief and Deuce 3, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Shakur said he would have beat up Ryan, T.O., Inoue, Tank, and Devin. Do we believe that after this fight, 4 of those fighters are going for the KO? All of those fighters are going for the KO. They're all going for the KO. They all just go about it in a different manner. Period. They all going for it in a different manner. Do I think he could beat them? Yes. It's hard to hit him, bro. If you can't hit him, you can't score. Brutal, what's up, family? Ring Right was my brother A-Side, my brother, my co-host in the building in the super chat again, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. I stand corrected. Crawford did not go in on Devin after the Loma fight. I just checked. Thanks for holding me accountable, Blue. And chat, salute to y'all. Salute to my great brother, Ring Right was my brother A-Side, my brother, my co-host. Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't remember seeing that. Big Guwap, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. That was embarrassing for Shakur. Ain't no way I can put him over Devin or Tank. When I said this, People ask me who do I favor in the fight, Shakur or Devin. I said I give Devin the edge. Frank Nitty, what's up, family? And people was like, antisocial was good. Oh, you're just a Devin Haney fanboy. No, it's because of the intangibles. Stan, what's up, family? Stan said my boy had an off night, Blue. He'll be back. It's not an off night. It's not an off night. He didn't have an off night. That's a mindset. Never Backwards Podcast. What's up? King Kane, what's good? Let me say it to y'all again. Shakur Stevenson did not have an off night. Musa, what's good? Okay, let me say it to y'all again. Shakur Stevenson did not have an off night. That is a mindset that he has to make an adjustment with. The drop was good. That's not an off night. When you see it more than once, it's not an off night. Okay, it's a mindset that he has to flip the switch. It's not an off night. Okay, that is a mindset that he had going into this fight. Once he felt the power, he did not want to get hit like in the fight with Nakatilia back in 2021. That's not an off night. That's a common denominator. That is a pattern. Bill Orozco, what's up, family? He said give some negative criticism of Devin Haney right now. Devin Haney performance against Yuriorkis Gamboa was lackluster performance. He just stayed out the way like Shakur Stevenson did last night. No, I'm emotionally invested in the truth, Bill Orozco. You willing to put your money where your mouth is? You saying you want me to criticize Devin Haney about what? How about you put your money where your mouth is? Put your money where your mouth is. How about that? You willing to do that? If not, stop talking to me. GFS Blackout, what's good? J-Man96, what's good? I've been watching the sport of boxing for an extremely long time. If Devin Haney has something to overly critique, then I would critique it. You want me to critique him for what? What is there to critique him about? Give me 3 things, Bill Orozco. If you're not willing to put your money where your mouth is, then why are you putting a jacket on me that don't fit? If you can't afford the jacket, don't put it on me. CT, what's good? Okay, Shakur Stevenson landed 60 punches last night. Maya Egypt, peace of blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Bill Ford, all 88, what's good? This is called constructive criticism. Fred Natara, what's good? What is it that you wanted me to critique? Like you said, you critique Devin Haney, man. You too emotionally invested. Okay, what is there you want me to critique about Devin Haney? No, I thought Shakur landed 60 punches and Edwin De Los Santos landed 40 or something like that. They equaled 100 and something punches landed. I'm gonna check the stats with Duncan Pendy. Duncan Pendy, where your wrench go, bro? Duncan Penderhughes, where your wrench go? They took your wrench. Let me look at the pattern. Yeah, Shakur landed 65 punches. Edwin De Los Santos landed 40. Total thrown punches. Shakur threw 209 punches. Edwin De Los Santos threw 316. Shakur landed 31% of his punches. Edwin De Los Santos landed 13. How ironic is that? Jabs landed. Shakur landed 46 to 26 of Edwin De Los Santos. Double the amount. Jabs thrown. He threw 155 jabs to Edwin De Los Santos 217. So Edwin De Los Santos threw almost twice as much jabs as he threw. But he was throwing them to try and close the distance. Marky Dan 123, what's good? To Real Dub, what's up, family? Okay. Power punches. He landed 19 power punches. Edwin landed 14. Power punches thrown. He threw 54 power punches. So he landed in a 12-round fight 65 punches. And you talking about critiquing Devin Haney. He doubled him in jabs. Bag Chaser, what's up? Daisy Sanchez, what's up? So this is constructive criticism. It has nothing to do with Hating on Shakur Stevenson, bars of trash was good. Disliking Shakur Stevenson. It has nothing to do with none of that at all whatsoever. I'm just telling you the truth. If Devin Haney had this performance, I would tell you. But you want me to make up something just because you don't like Devin Haney. Why? FG Nuke, what up, family? Let's see how Haney reacts to Regis Power. Watch this. Koofy Smacker, what's good? Bill Orozco, you too old to be hating on a young man. Peace be free. KT, King Kane, what's up? You said, let's see how Devin Haney reacts to Regis Power. Let me show you something, Mr. Orozco. Pay attention. Creed Boston was good. Did you know that Jorge Linares actually has more knockouts and a higher knockout percentage than Regis Prograis? So why you got to wait to Devin Haney fight Regis Prograis to see how he react to a power puncher when you already saw him in the ring with a power puncher? And he stood in the pocket the entire time and got clipped one time that you love to talk about. So now let's talk about that. Michael Williams is good. Since you said, let's see how he reacts to Regis Power. Why you got to wait to that when we seen him in there with a guy who has no more knockouts and a higher punch knockout ratio than Regis Prograis? And you saw how he reacted. He said, and I also saw Haney get on his bike after he got clipped. It was only 2 more rounds in a 12-round fight. And was he on his bike for the first 10 rounds? Yes or no? I'll wait. Joseph Jackson, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. I was saying this all yesterday. Shakur scared to test his chin. So did you see that? Orozco? Black Mac 1978. What's up? Garner Donaldson. What's good? Orozco, did you see that? Rack Racing Film was good. The drop. What's up? So he won every. He said no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. What? Now I'm gonna force you, Orozco, because now if you don't cooperate with me, since you wanted to push my buttons, now you don't want to cooperate. You're gonna have this conversation, or I'm gonna block you now. So you said that Devin Haney wasn't fighting in the pocket against Jorge Linares the entire fight. You are a liar. Bobby Scanlon, what's good? So Devin Haney didn't fight Jorge Linares the entire fight in the 10th round in the pocket. Where's Contefleur? What's Devin Haney fight Linares in the pocket the entire time? Jay Daniel. Yes or no? So hurt and him to stay in the pocket is a moral mentality. Why would he stay in the pocket after he got hurt? The option is to not get knocked out. You want to Diesel 88. What up, family? Why would you expect him to stay there with a knockout artist in the pocket and not recover? Explain that. Isn't the object for him to recover? Starvinsky Motley was good. Famous Ogun was good. I never said stay in the pocket, but for the remainder of the fight, he hopped on his. Well, why wouldn't he if he was badly hurt? You saw him on noodle legs. Why would he stay in the pocket? Explain that. Charles C was good. Why would he not get on his bike in recovery instead of standing there and getting clipped when there was only 2 rounds left? Why would he take the chance? To do what? You see fighters not hurt Mahara, what's up? You see fighters not getting hurt. They not hurt at all. And in the last 2 rounds, they take the rounds off because they know they got the fight in the bag, and they run around doing this, including Floyd Mayweather. They run around doing this in the 11th and 12th round because they ain't going to take a chance. Why take an unnecessary chance and possibly get knocked out in a fight you already won? So you want to fight that easy, they start doing this. Even Tank Davis. Uh-oh. I'm going to hit a nerve now. When Tank got you done, when he fought Isaac Cruz, what did he do in the 12th round? Hey, Bill, what did Tank do in the 12th round when he fought Isaac Cruz? Evan Avon Houdini III, what's up, family? Shogun 76, what's good? Was Tank hurt outside of hurting his hand? What did he do in the 12th round? He pushed the fight for 12 rounds? Oh, he did? Oh, he did, Bill? You the only one that saw that, huh? Band up. What up, nephew? Kurt Jones, what's good? Tank stayed in the pocket against Isaac Cruz? Liar. He was moving around the ring, utilizing the lateral movement. He said this is not about Tank. Right. It's your disdain for Devin Haney. Because it don't matter and somebody else do it. It only matters when Devin Haney does it. I seen Floyd Mayweather do it. I seen Canelo Alvarez do it. What Canelo Alvarez do in that first fight with Triple G? I saw Oscar De La Hoya do it against Trinidad. That's why he lost the fight. Exactly, J-Man 996. Tank did that, and I said that was one. I just told Coach Calvin I thought that was one of his best performances. Now he's talking about, please let's not compare Devin Haney to Canelo. What in the hell is the difference? If I take off the 12th round, you take off the 12th round, there's a difference? I'm supposed to stand there and take a chance, but Canelo don't have to? Clowns are us. Clowns are us. You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Anyway, back to regularly scheduled program before we was rudely interrupted by silliness. By silliness. I need y'all to smash that like button, man. Let's get the likes up. You ain't rooting for Devin. Yeah, you're going to be rooting for Devin to get clipped. Blue, I'll be rooting for Devin December 9th. Yeah, you're going to be rooting for Regis to clip him. That's what you're going to be rooting for. Man, you might. What they say, tell that story while you're walking. Don't try to act like, don't try to convince me, bro. Don't put that onus on me, Ricky Bobby. I know better than that, bro. Oh, Blue, I'm going to be rooting for Devin come December 9th. Yeah, you're going to be rooting for Regis to land a nice, big, clean punch and him get knocked out so you could come in and say, I told you so. Now you want to act like you rooting for Devin on December 9th. You, man, stop it, man. You is not going to be rooting for no Devin Haney. Please stop the madness. And it's perfectly fine. Root for who you want to. But don't pretend. Double R 117. What up, family? Yeah, the people they come and they pretend. They pretend that they rooting for Devin. David Da Vinci, what's up, family? He ain't rooting for Devin. DTTD, what's up? Yeah, you are rooting for Devin. You rooting for him to get clipped. That's what you are. Let me rephrase that. It's amazing, bro. I don't understand. Joseph Jackson, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Blue, they hate Dev because he take risks that others don't. Yeah, he want to fight the best. They can't even explain why they don't like Devin Haney. Jose Lopez, what's up? They can't even explain to you why they don't like Devin Haney. Not Bill Will, what's good? Pugilist Shiznit, what's good? They have no clue, no rhyme or reason why they don't like Devin Haney. None. Moses Guzman, what's good? He want me to critique Devin Haney. For what? Critique him about what? What am I critiquing him about? I bet you don't have no critique for Devin Haney. What am I critiquing him about? I only have one critique for Shakur. And that's just all he got to do is counterpunch. I ain't critiquing Shakur. The only issue that I have Shakur doing is not letting his hands go. Jermaine Gant, what's good? Not being offensive minded when the opportunity presents itself. That's the only thing. Period. Yeah, Maya Egypt, and that's why people don't like this kid because he's young and want greatness. That's amazing, man. Where do they do that at? Jones 2-3, what's good? We critique Devin Haney because he just want to be great. What? I don't get it. Because the dude want to fight the best that there is to offer. He want to be great. He want to fight everybody that's available, that's champions. So you try to come up with ways and rhymes and reasons as to not like Devin Haney is ridiculous, man. Willie Lowe, my brother, what's up with your family? Salute to my brother Willie Lowe, man. Love you, King. You going to Saudi Arabia? You going to Saudi Arabia, Willie? So the difference between Shakur Stevenson and those greats, when Shakur Stevenson, in order for Shakur Stevenson when Shakur Stevenson wants to, are you doing a fight watch party? Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hood Rich, we on deck. Uh um uh uh if he wants to be in that conversation, that consideration, he's gonna have to take risks, take chances. Again, like I said, Devin Haney take chances, Tank Davis take chances, Rodriguez Jackson TV was good. Teofimo Lopez. I forgot to mention Teofimo Lopez, right? I forgot to mention Teofimo Lopez. You understand? Teofimo Lopez is somebody else. Take chances in the pocket. You understand? Teofimo Lopez, somebody else that takes chances in the pocket. And he paid the price for it. Teo got dropped. Teo got dropped in that fight. Who Rich? Yeah, you come on later tonight, great brother. Because if I send a link right now with my internet, it might start messing up. So I don't want to mess with it. FG Nuke, what's up? Until I get everything squared away and fixed, great brother. D'Angelo Clark, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Devin has fought far tougher opponents than Shakur. Who you fight matters. Can't compare the two. People are shocked at Shakur's performance. Now they are coming after Devin. People are shocked after Shakur performance. Now they're coming after Devin. Has he fought far the opponents? KJ was good. I think he better. Well, Oscar says Jamel a good fight. Del Santo very good fight. After I watched Del Santo, he might be George Campbell. Devin has the resume though. But they fought great competition though. Salute to D'Angelo Clark dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. I need y'all to get them likes up to 500, man. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Bag Chaser, what's up? Yeah, I'll be back on tonight. We'll be back on about 10 o'clock tonight. So if Shakur wants to be considered a pay-per-view, so here's the difference, right? Here's the difference. If Shakur just being eat, KJ Davis was good, but need to beat on core for a couple rounds. It's not that. It's just a mentality in this situation. Blue, is that a permanent stain on Shakur's career? It is, Quincy Carter. And the reason that it is because it happened multiple times now. And now, in order for him to erase this stain, this is going to follow him. And people are going to forever remember this. And people are going to be like, bro, all right, here go another big puncher. Is Shakur going to run? Is Shakur going to stand there? Is he going to engage? Is he going to be boring? It's going to be the same thing. And so what happens is, Quincy, is that now people not going to demand to see him fight Tank. They're not going to want to see him fight Tank. Brian Levins was good because people already put it in their mind that, or he know Tank is a big puncher. He's going to run the whole night. They're not going to want to see him fight Tank. Lacey Jones was good. You follow what I'm saying? People are going to be like, man, he did this with Evan Del Santos. Imagine what he does with Tank. So people not going to want to pay to see that. Now you have to understand, to be a pay-per-view superstar, a pay-per-view star, just a pay-per-view fighter overall, you have to excite the people. You don't understand. It's called pay-per-view. Sometimes we have convinced ourselves with wordplay that the words that we use don't matter. We overlook the words so much and so often that we completely misunderstand what we actually saying. Neckbone, what's up? Race Pacer, yes sir. We start to use words and we take it for granted. We stop remembering what the actual meaning of what we're actually saying because we use it so much. Fight to Prove My Love, what's up? Ace Migo, what's good? You understand what I'm saying? It's called pay per view, meaning I have to pay to watch you. Bobby Scanlon, what's good? Let me say it to you again. I have to pay to watch you. And if that's the performance you're going to give me, then I'm not going to pay to watch you. And guess what else is going to start the funnel in? I'm not going to pay to come to the arena to watch you. It's called pay per view. Mean pay per person to watch it at home. And people not going to want to pay to watch it at their house. Because, see what I'm saying, Quincy Carter, is because now there's a pattern. Because now there's a pattern. So when you face the biggest punches, when you fought Oscar Valdez, you had a size advantage. When you fought Jamel Herring, he's not a big puncher. When you fought Nakatani, he's not as quick, not as skilled, doesn't have the reflexes that you have. So you stayed in the pocket with them. But when you fought a guy that was athletic, that can match you in the slightest bit of athletic department and has power in Nakatilia, you avoided him and didn't make him pay. And then years later, 3 years later, essentially, you repeat that same pattern. And the common denominator is now you back in there with another power puncher. And you have repeated the same thing, which is telling me that there's a pattern when you fight in big punches that you don't want to engage at all. And not only do you not want to engage, but you're not even making them pay for the mistakes that they're making. That's a problem. Hey, Abaman, what's good? Non-deuce, Banks, Bob, baby, what's up? How does Tank do? Edwin do? I think Tank knocks Edwin out. That's a good fight, though. But Edwin is aggressive. Tank gonna knock him out. Professor X, what's up, family? Because Edwin will play into his hands. He's gonna give him what he wants. He's gonna open up against Tank. That's gonna be a difficult fight for Tank. I drastically underestimated Edwin Del Santos, and I apologize to Edwin Del Santos. T-Buzz, what's up, family? Crumbles, what's good? He was way more athletic and way more explosive and more crafty than I don't know. I watched and this is what makes the sport of boxing so intriguing and so beautiful to watch. Because when I watch Edwin Del Santos versus El Rayo, he didn't look this explosive. And maybe that's because of El Rayo's approach, styles make fights, but he didn't look this explosive at all. At all whatsoever. I didn't see this in him at all. And yesterday, he looked so much better. I was like, wow, bro. It took me by surprise. God's greatest was good. And I think it took Shakur by surprise as well. He was way better than I thought. And he's going to give Tank, Bob Willie, what's good, a very tough fight. He's going to give Tank, and don't be surprised to see Tank fight Edwin Del Santos next to make a statement. Don't be surprised to see Edwin Del Santos Tank next fight to make a statement. Don't be surprised to see that. That very well could be Tank Davis' next fight to make a statement to let the world know there's levels. His style is a problem. And let me say this to my great brother, Frank Martin, because I know Frank Martin had, at least I saw this. Frank Martin says Shakur is food. But you got to take that risk, great brother. You can't stand on the sidelines. You didn't take the risk and then say Shakur Stevenson is food. You just can't do that. You can't do that. I got to call a spade at all times. Frank Martin, I love you, great brother. You know this, but you can't stand on the sidelines and didn't take the fight and then say Shakur Stevenson is food. Bro, if he was food, then you should have took the fight. King Lee Elliott, what's up? And the opportunity to make yourself well known. And to you the opportunity was there and you didn't take it. So you can't say Shakur's food. Food, then bro, you should have took it. You understand what I'm saying? Brian Levin was good. You can't say, hey man, this dude food. But you didn't take the fight. You can't say that, bro. And again, let me say this again. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. Just because we saw that Edwin Del Santos, I believe, hits harder than Frank Martin. Edwin Del Santos, I believe, hits harder than Frank Martin. Stormy B, man, my brother in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B, man. What up with you, Stormy? Stormy, drop the link to your channel in chat. And go subscribe to my brother A-Side, my brother Ring Rouse, my brother A-Side. My brother A-Side in the super chat. That's my dark horse at 135. You've been telling me A-Side and I wasn't listening. I'm all ears now, bro. Believe that. You've been telling me forever. A-Side been on with this. You called A-Side, you called it. Ace called this from the very beginning. A-Side called it. He said, man, Blue, you tripping. I'm like, nah, bro. Again, I was basing it off of past history, and the sport of boxing will always surprise you. The sport of boxing surprise you every chance they get. That's why it's the ultimate thrilling sport. You just never know. You never know with the sport of boxing, man. And A-Side was telling me forever and a day. As soon as this fight was made, he said, man, I think they made a mistake. David Rollinson was good. And I was like, no, sir. Shakur getting ready to paint a beautiful masterpiece, paint a very beautiful picture. And A-Side was like, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm like, bro, are you tripping? No, the one tripping was me and Shakur, because Shakur didn't engage at all. He didn't engage at all. You know what I mean? He didn't engage at all. and again, like I said, that's the difference between Shakur Stevenson, and that's the difference between Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, and Andre Ward. And ultimately, Light Eyes was good. That's the difference between Shakur and Devin Haney right now. Now that's the hard truth that nobody wants to hear. None of y'all want to hear that hard truth, but that's the truth. The truth is that Shakur Stevenson right now, right? The difference between Shakur and Devin Haney is that Shakur Stevenson don't want to engage. Devin Haney don't mind. The funny thing is, Devin Haney is proven to be better in the pocket now than Shakur. All true. Devin Haney is proven to be better in the pocket right now. Texas was good. He's not hesitant in the pocket. He believes in his skill set and his chin, even though y'all tell Devin Haney he chinny. Mr. Sharp was good. Devin is very competent in there. Facts. Even though people say Kurt Jones bag chase was good. Even though people say Devin Haney is chinny and Devin Haney is don't want to junior Vizcaino was good. It was a boring fight. Shakur buried himself after this fight. No one gonna want to give him money. Exactly. People not gonna want to pay to see him fight. YG Knight was good. And again, that's why I said when he's apologizing to Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward, and Floyd Mayweather. No, champ. You don't apologize to them. You apologize to the fans. They's the ones that cut your check. Those are the ones that cut your check. Those are the people that you got to apologize to. Those are the people you got to convince to come back and pay money to see so that you could get another payday. Those are the people that convince about to say Showtime. Those are the people that convince ESPN to give Bob Arum that check to give to you. Third symbol NSU, Ronald Ellis, Mo Morrison. What's good? Those fans is the bosses. They the boss of ESPN. You understand what I'm saying? RJ the Legend, what's good? You follow what I'm saying? Those are the only people he should be apologizing to. The fans are the bosses. That's the only people you should be apologizing to, champ. You ain't got to apologize to nobody else. Floyd left the arena after the 9th round. I didn't even see it. Somebody sent me that. Did he? Floyd left the arena after the 9th round? Wow. Well, he knew that well, Floyd Miller could clearly see that he wasn't going to engage from that point forward. He knew he wasn't going to engage. That tells you where your mom was at. Yeah. Devin fought Linares in the pocket. He fought Kambosos in the pocket. And he fought Lomachenko in the pocket. Devin fought all of them in the pocket. The only one he moved around with way too much, in my opinion, was Gamboa. The Gamboa fight is the one he moved around way too much with. And people critique Devin Haney, bro. You move way too much against Gamboa, and that's why people saying, man, that was boring. And what did Devin Haney do in the very next fight against Jorge Linares? He stayed in the pocket. He got clipped, and you condemned him for that. Man, this dude ain't got no chin. Can't win for losing. Can't win for losing. Shakur's going to be quite all right. I have no doubt that Shakur going to be good. Obviously, this is a learning lesson for him. You can't. It's the mindset, champ. It's the mindset. You got all the talent. Trust your talent in the pocket and let your hands go. Trust your talent in the pocket and let your hands go. Trust your talent in the pocket and let your hands go. Blue, what do you think Shakur didn't do correctly? He don't trust his chin. He didn't trust his chin. He don't trust being in the pocket. He don't trust his durability yet against a big puncher. Luis Melendez, what's good? It's like this, right? Quincy Carter, Time Money 87 was good. He said Shakur just had a bad night, just like, and no, he did not. No, he didn't. Please stop rebuttaling and regurgitating nonsense that other people been saying. Oh, Shakur just had a bad night. No, he didn't. He had a bad mindset. Is a pattern. This is the second time he did it with a power puncher. No, it's not having a bad night. It's a bad mindset. You understand? That's what it is. He didn't have a bad night. Right. He wasn't countering. That's not a bad night. He wasn't misjudging the distance. He didn't want to let his hands go. That's not having a bad night. That's having a bad mindset. He was too cautious, too defensive minded. Period. Don't tell me he had a bad night. He had an off night. No, he didn't. When you in the NBA and you chuck up and Steph Curry chucks 15 threes and only makes 2, that's having a bad night. If Steph Curry get on the basketball court as a 3-point shooter and only shoots 2 threes in the entire night and goes 1 for 1, You can't say he had a bad night. He had a bad mindset. He didn't. He chose not to to shoot. Bad mindset causes you to have a bad night. No, again, like I just said, my bravado was good. No, that's not what that means. A bad mindset is a bad mindset. If you're off, you're off. Okay? Choosing not to do something is not having a bad night. Okay? If you just can't get yourself going, if I'm a running back and I just can't find the hole and my legs just seem not to be working and I can't get my legs to move like I want them to move, that's having a bad night. But doing something over and over and over and over again is not having a bad night. It's a choice. That's a choice. Don't tell me that's a bad night. That's an excuse, and that's a way to give somebody a pass. That's not a bad night. He didn't have a bad night. He had bad choice. Okay? If I have a clear path to the basket and I shoot a three from the logo 10 times and I have 10 passes to go right to the basket for Surely Sean, what's up, nephew? That's not having a bad night. That's a bad choice. Brandon Green, he said, shut up. Shakur had a hurt before fighting. Are you talking to me? Brandon Green, I'll gladly send you the link. And we could, and when you want this game with me, brother, I'm watching boxing. I'm watching boxing before Stevenson. So you want to play this game with me? Well, squares. You got the chest out. So how about you put 500 down? I'll send you the link. Let's have this debate. Since you about man, the Shakur was hurt. You want to have this conversation before you want to send a link? My Don 6 Deuce 5 is good. So you're referring to me? Put your money where your mouth is. Let's have this debate. You willing to do that? Huh? Yes or no? Stand on your square. Don't keyboard type. Come on here, stand on your square. Put your money where your mouth is. That's what real men do. He hurt his hand sparring, but you just told me to shut the blank up though. So I don't care about when he hurt his hand. I'm asking you a question. Do you want to stand on your square, Brandon Green, since you was so aggressively telling me to shut up? Like I don't know what I'm talking about? How about that? Anthony Ingram, what's good? Ricky Dickey, what's good? See, my brother Kirk Jones stood on his square. You got so much, y'all be having so much to say in the chat. Chop of the Dawn, what's good? How about you stand on your square, Mr. Green? Jerry 216 Robinson, what's good? TR, what's good? Chop of the Dawn. He still won with a bad choices. So what we talking about? We talking about him selling moving forward. I don't care if he still won. It's not how. It's not if you won. It's how you win. This is called entertainment, brother. If you don't know, this is called entertainment. Rizzo, what's good? So if you make a movie and the movie is a flop, but you still got paid anyway, are you gonna still run around talking about, well, what difference do it make? I still got paid. Yeah, nobody ain't gonna want to come watch it again though. The point is for people to continue to come watching back to back to back. The point is not for people to come and support you one fight. Yeah, he got the win, but he took a loss. My bravado, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Shakur didn't have a bad night. He wasn't getting scored on. He just didn't commit to anything. Right. He didn't have a bad night. He had a bad choice. That's what happened. Not a bad night. He didn't have a bad performance. He made a bad choice not to engage, not to take advantage of the counterpunch abilities, not to take advantage of the openings. AK Crowder, what's good? He fought with one hand. Santos had two. Again, Brandon Green, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you want to stand on your square or I'm going to block you now? Unknown, what's good? Since you chose to disrespect me on my platform. Rizzo, what's good? I don't tolerate disrespect. I respect everybody. And since you chose to disrespect me, I'm asking you again to stand on your square or I'm going to block you. Period. So what's the word? Derek Yemiez, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Salute, Blue. We support you 100%. Shakur opened a can of worms, talking crazy about Devin and saying all three guys ducked him to end up having a performance like that. Hopefully he comes back with another tough fight. Agreed. Agreed. That's what I'm saying. When you put yourself out there, Derek, and people are going to hold you accountable. But you have these people here that don't want to hold people accountable. They scared. Abaz Johnson, what's up? Rodney Green, salute. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't tolerate disrespect because I respect everybody. So respect me. If you're going to talk crazy, then stand on your square. I give respect. I show respect. I show everybody respect. Everybody love. And you're going to come in disrespectful for somebody you possibly don't even know, stand on your square. Chief Wildfire, what's up, family? Stand on your square. If you're going to place a jacket on me that don't fit, well, stand on it. Because you're emotionally driven. You're emotionally driven and can't help yourself when somebody have constructive criticism. That's what's wrong with today's society today. Anytime somebody says something that, oh man, nah, he had a bad hand. He had this, he had that. I love Shakur Stevenson. He know I love Shakur Stevenson. But I'm gonna tell him the truth. Unlike you. Fernando Mosquito is good. What I think next for Shakur, I think they're gonna attempt to make the Lomachenko fight or the Navarrete. It's either gonna be Lomachenko or Navarrete. Now you talking about who are you to talk about the next black man? I'm the man that's getting ready to block you. Goodbye. Don't want you here. Clowns are us. Goodbye. Deuces. No substance. Stand on something. El Patron, brother in the building, he said, yo, Blue, this is my first comment, but I watch your vids all day. Don't let these people worry you, man. Keep up the great work, bro. Salute to you, great brother. El Patron, appreciate you, great brother. Appreciate you. You understand? Stand on something, man. Yeah, clowns are us, man. These dudes is manufactured in a factory. There's no more Toys R Us. It's just Clowns R Us. Don't have no substance to stand on. Talk big in the chat, boy. Just come say what you was gonna say. Stand on it then. Oh man, you don't know what you talking about. Of course I know what I'm talking about. I've been watching boxing before Shakur Stevenson was born. I've been watching boxing before. I've been grew up around boxing, lived with world champions, lived with Olympians, family box. What you talking about? Fabricio Ortiz, what's good? Marlo, what's good? I just didn't choose the box as my profession. Timmy P559, what's good? You understand? But people love to come in. I've been watching. I watched Andre Ward whole career from beginning to end. I watched Terrence Crawford whole career. I watched Floyd Mayweather whole career. Y'all ain't watched their whole career. 4K, my brother, what's up, family? I watched these dudes whole career from beginning to end. I watched Pernell Whitaker whole career from beginning to end. Can you say that? I watched these dudes whole career. Manny Pacquiao, Eric Morales, Barrera, Canelo Alvarez, Johnny Elligan, what's good? I watched their career from beginning to end. And I'm truly a fan and watch all fights. Larry Holmes, heavyweights, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard. Watch these dudes' career from beginning. Roy Jones. Yeah, I'm old, Stan. Creed Boston, what's good? You understand? Zab Judah, whole career. Riddick Bowe, whole career. I watched these dudes' whole career. I know what I'm talking about the sport of boxing. I ain't just sitting here just because I chose to pick up a camera and don't know what I'm talking about. And let me just sit here and talk about boxing just because. I ain't one of them dudes. This ain't one of those platforms. I love boxing. Johnny Hall, what's good? I just didn't choose it as my profession. But don't confuse that with me not knowing what I'm talking about. And because you emotionally driven by somebody you like, G Seto, what's up? Mac Let It Rain, what's good? I could tell Shakur Stevenson the absolute truth right now. Bro, you ain't let your hands go. And that's not entertaining. And that's going to hinder you moving forward. That's facts. The difference between him and Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather is they make you pay when they make you miss. Fight for life. What's good? Exactly, AK. It's not old. We seasoned. You see how I said we. I ain't going down on the ship by myself. I'm bringing you with me. Zach M, what's good? Diddy 718 is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. You understand? Yeah, that's the difference is when they make you miss, they make you pay. Terrence Crawford made Errol Spence pay for every mistake he made, whether he was a power puncher or not. Floyd Mayweather made Canelo Alvarez pay for every punch he missed, for every mistake he made. Canelo Alvarez is a power puncher. He made Manny Pacquiao pay for every mistake he made. He made them hesitant to let their hands go because he made them pay for everything they did. Manny Pacquiao is a knockout artist with 39 knockouts. Canelo Alvarez got 39 knockouts. Diego Corrales, over 30 knockouts when Floyd fought him. And guess what Floyd did? When he made this, made you pay. You know what I'm talking about? I know what I'm watching. When De Los Santos is not a puncher, then go Chico Corrales, the great legend Chico Corrales. Floyd dropped 5 times, made him pay. And guess what Floyd Mayweather had? A hand injury. Oh, you know that, did you? You're running jib in your hole. Did you know Floyd Mayweather had a hand injury? Did you know that? Did you know Floyd Mayweather was actually the underdog in that fight? Did you know his team and people were saying he shouldn't even take that fight? Don't tell me about having a hand injury. I watched plenty fighters have hand injuries. I watched Floyd Mayweather have to take a knee because he had a hand injury. Cedric Rose, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Blue, that kid disrespected the undisputed champ with that bull, and he proved he a flat feet fighter, fam. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Because people don't want to pay to see that performance. They're not going to want to pay. That's simple. They ain't going to want to pay to see that. Plain and simple. They're just not. Jones Bones, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He says Shakur calls every other fighter, every other boxer soft and out of their prime, out of their name, but is scared to engage against boxers with real power. And the thing is, right, it's not even that. It's that you can make him miss and you can avoid him and don't want to engage, but you got to make him pay when you make him miss. West Philly tour, what's good? It's okay. It's okay to make him miss and not avoid and not engage, but you got to make them pay when you do so. That's where the difference lies. So when you see these folios coming here talking about, oh, Blue, man, you don't know what you're talking. Yo, no, I know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Did you watch Isaac Cruz and Tank Davis? And Tank Davis, oh, just so you know, Tank Davis had an injured hand. I just had Coach Calvin on here to confirm that. Just so you know. Go do your homework. They both southpaws. Tank Davis hurt his left hand before he had the Isaac Cruz fight. Did you know that? And then he re-injured his left hand in the 5th round against Isaac Cruz. Did you know that? And Tank Davis never stopped engaging or trying to throw counter punches. Did you know that? And Isaac Cruz may not have as much one-punch knockout power, but Isaac Cruz is a very aggressive power puncher, just like Edwin De Los Santos. Joseph Johnson, what's up, nephew? Patrick Bell, what's good? So what are you talking about? Again, that's called mindset. When Tank Davis fought against Isaac Cruz, he had an injured left hand before the fight. Floyd Mayweather, yes, Brooklyn Kennedy. Floyd Mayweather injured his hand against Jose Luis Castillo, who was just as big of a puncher as Edwin De Los Santos and is very aggressive. Did you know that? So please stop trying to convince me, well, no, it's because of the hand. No, it's not because of the hand. It's because of the mindset. And it's not a knock to Shakur Stevenson. It's just a mindset that he has to make an adjustment to when he's in the ring with a power puncher. Period. He didn't have an injured hand against Nakatelia, and he had the same performance. Because it's not the injured hand, it's the mindset against said fighter. I know what I'm talking about. That's why he said he knows he had a bad performance. Because he know it was his mindset. That's why he said it wasn't an injury. But it's a cushion. It's a safety net to use to say, to describe why you had and explain why you had such a fight. That's what it is. It's a safety net to say, hey, well, this is the reason why. No, it's not. It was a mindset. You chose to fight in that manner because he didn't want to engage because of the power of his left hand had nothing to do with the power of Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos was fast. He was athletic. He had power. He was quicker than I thought. He was better than I thought. And I think he's better than what Shakur thought. Period. And Shakur will learn this moving forward. Again, it's a similar performance he had against Nakatilia. That's just what it is. That's it. That's all. So for the brother that came here, okay, for Angel, what's up? For the brother that came in talking about, well, he still won the fight anyway. He got the dub. So what are we talking about? What we're talking about is that people ain't gonna want to pay to watch him moving forward, and that's the whole point. This was a stepping stone fight for Shakur Stevenson, a showcase fight for him. This wasn't the granddaddy of them all. This was a stepping stone for him to get to the granddaddy of them all. This was a stepping stone to convince the people that they should pay to see him get to the granddaddy of them all. The Tank Davis fights, the Devin Haney fights on pay-per-view. Ain't nobody gonna want to pay to see him and Devin Haney fight. I told y'all that before. The point of the matter is this, is that you want to convince the people this is still the entertainment business, people. It's still entertainment. We lose sight of that the fans are the bosses, period. The fans are the bosses. You are the boss, not the fighters, not the managers, not the promoters, not the networks. You are the boss. And if you don't want to pay, guess what? They ain't gonna put you on. They ain't gonna want to showcase you. Because if you don't sell, they don't get paid either. Again, like I said, Bob Arum ain't gonna reach in his pocket and pay Shakur nothing. ESPN gives Bob Arum the money, and Bob Arum out that money divvies it out as he so chooses to give to Shakur and whoever else is fighting. That's why. And if they don't deem you worthy to pay for, oh, they're not going to pay you. Plain and simple. You have to show and prove why they should pay you. It's like I said with Tank Davis. Tank Davis understands this is the entertainment business. Tank Davis gets knockouts. And Tank Davis convinces people to continue to come out and support because he's entertaining and he gets knockouts. It's an event when Tank Davis fight. Why you think people come out to watch Deontay Wilder? Why you think that there's the old saying? There's an old saying. Shut up and laugh. What's up? There's an old saying. The heavyweight, as the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. Why do you think that saying is in place? Why do you think that saying is in place? You know why that saying is in place? As the heavyweight division goes, so go the sport of boxing. You know why? Because what that old saying, anybody over 200 pounds can knock another man clean out, smooth out. When you over 200 pounds, boy, you could get anybody can be knocked out. So the heavyweight division, it produces excitement. Why you think people quote unquote love to say when a Mexican fighter is involved, oh, that makes it exciting because that why you think that saying is in place? Mexican style. Blackjack, what's up? Why you think people say Mexican style? Why you think that's in place? Because it breeds excitement. It's still an entertainment business. Carrie Pete, what's good? And people love to see slick boxers against knockout artists because you want to see if the knockout artist can knock out the slick boxer. It's a bull and a matador. That's what it produces. Luke, what's good? It produces the bull and the matador mentality. And people are interested in the bull and the matador. Why do you think people run in the streets with red on and let the bulls chase them? You know why? They want to see if you can get away, or they want to see if the bull can actually catch up to you. People ain't gonna pay to see two groups of people wearing red running away from each other. Chris J. Who actually pay streets to watch those chase people that wear red? Tell them what's up. People love that excitement or watch two go against you. Don't want to watch two people run on each other. Not interesting. It's not interesting. There's adrenaline, there's excitement, thrill, the economy. Fans, bosses, pay the bill. And if fans are not engaged and interested, there's no bill to pay because there's no house he built. Why you think they put on Erica Malbasi as Peace of Bus Queen? You know I like to say your name. Why you think that they stack the undercards? Just in case the main event don't live up to the hype, then they have undercards. Then they stack those undercards with as many exciting matchups as they possibly can, so that way you feel like you got your money's worth with the event overall. So when people come in talking about, man, well, he got the dub, yeah, but you still lost in the win. There's such thing you can lose in the win. So that entire crowd booing from like the second and third round on, even though somebody like myself, I was engaged because it's two Cobras in there. But people don't like to see two Cobras because you're going to get a standoff. Mind the Mansa Musa LLC. What's up, family? You understand? People don't like to see two Cobras. They like to see a Cobra and the Mongols. You understand? Drop $1 in the super chat. Refresh the super chat. Smash the like button, man. Let's get them likes all the way up. People don't like to see two Cobras in the tank. They like to see a Cobra and the Mongols. Styles make fights. They want to see whose style is going to oppose on each other. They don't want to see a Cobra and a Cobra because two Cobras is just going to have a standoff because they have the same exact mindset. They know they could do the same, inflict the same type of damage. They have the same exact approach. They have the same exact game plan. So that's why people don't like to see that. They deem it to be boring because of the style matchup. So people like to see the Mongols and the Cobra, a orca and a great white shark, a lion. People, why you think you go on social media? People so engaged and so intrigued to see a tiger versus a lion. And if you put two lions in the cage, people, okay, yeah, you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna get busy. But if you put a tiger in there and you don't know who's going, oh man, this is intriguing, man. Who's going to impose their will on one another? You put a gorilla in a cage with a bear. Now, two gorillas a fight, two bears a fight, but put a gorilla in a cage with a bear, and which one you think going to sell the most? They want to see the gorilla versus the bear. That's what they want to see. So it's still the entertainment business, even though it's the hurt business. I'm going to say it to y'all again. It's still the entertainment business, even though it's the hurt business. Chopper the Don, he said they were saying the same thing about Floyd. That's not correct. I had to correct the brothers tonight or this afternoon on Pro Box TV. That's not the same thing. No, they was not saying the same thing about Floyd. They didn't say that about Floyd Mayweather until the second half of the second career. The second half of his career, the tail end, when he had to be more cautious and defensive minded. Oh, no. Let's not confuse Floyd Mayweather. He had Pretty Boy Floyd. AK Crowder, my brother. What's up, family, in the super chat? Appreciate you. Drop $1 in super chat. Refresh the super chat. They was not saying that about Floyd Mayweather. They didn't start saying that till late in Floyd Mayweather's career. That's when they started saying it about Floyd Mayweather. No, Floyd Mayweather's in action-packed fights. Diego Corrales, Arturo Gatti, Jose Castillo. Floyd Mayweather's in excellent entertaining. Gennaro Hernandez, Jermaine 419 was good. Buzz Boston was good. Floyd was in Yusuf Little B1. What's up, family? Floyd Mayweather was in entertaining fights early in his career. They didn't start saying that till late, and that was just because they had disdain towards Floyd. At 26-year-old, Floyd Mayweather was exciting. You watch Floyd Mayweather versus Chop Chop Corley, Floyd Mayweather versus Emmanuel Augustus, and Floyd Mayweather was in exciting fights. Yeah, he made the most money at the end of his career because people was just paying to see him lose at that point in time. It was tired of seeing him win. Again, like I said, that was due to the disdain in Floyd Mayweather's second half of his career. Stockball Hour, what's up? You understand? They started, they overly paid just because they wanted to see Floyd Mayweather lose. They was tired of seeing him win, and they were like, man, who this dude think he the greatest of all time? Man, this dude gonna knock you out. And he played into that. Oh, you think he gonna knock me out? He gonna be the one to figure out the May Vinci code? Denzel Horton was good. Zab Judah was a great fight. LVO's performance was good. Del Santos versus Pitbull Cruz, good fight. And it's just like what Pitbull Cruz said. Remember they said, man, Shakur Stevenson just going to be running around the ring. We don't want to fight Shakur. He going to run around the ring. He give validity to that. You're giving them validity to it. You justifying what they're saying when you have these types of performances. You're justifying what they're saying. You justifying now Isaac Cruz not fighting you. Now you justifying with that performance when Isaac Cruz said, man, I ain't trying to fight Shakur, man. All he do is run. Now it's justifiable now. Right. Now, how can Blue make an argument against that? How? Now, how do you argue against that? Jorge Morales, what's good? Barry Nash, what's up, family? You understand? Now, how do you make an argument now? Yeah, I'm coming back on tonight, Kurt. Think about this now. If I be like, man, Tank be like, man, this dude just gonna run all night. Well, how you argue with Tank? If Tank say, bro, I ain't trying to fight Shakur, he gonna do a run all night. How do you argue that? Esco, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Awesome convo, definitely subbed up. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you, Esco. Denzel Horton. The belt ain't even an argument. Let me tell you why. Because Shakur Stevenson, after the fight, said this belt don't mean nothing. Ty the Fly Guy, what's good? Shakur Stevenson went right on and said this belt don't mean nothing. I ain't accomplished nothing. All this belt do is collect dust. He went and minimized the belt. Ben Davis, what's up, family? So you can't even use the belt as an argument because he went and minimized that. Said, man, this belt don't mean nothing. Everybody was like, man, you won the belt, you're a champion. He said, man, this belt don't mean nothing. I ain't do nothing. Scorpio 1176 was good. So now he can't even use the belt. You said this yourself. Artie Munoz was good. Oh, man, Mason looked beautiful, didn't he? Streams, what's up, family? So that we gotta, I don't know. He'll figure it out though. But we'll be back on tonight, 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all tune in. Once again, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10:30. Make sure you click the link. Subscribe to my brother Ring Rivals, my brother A-Side. The link is there in the chat. Click the link. Subscribe to my brother A-Side. Ring Rivals, my brother A-Side. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Support the channel. Support the grind. Make sure y'all support, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.